Good morning and welcome back to the garden. It is Saturday, September 19th. That means subscriber celebrations. That's where we celebrate your efforts around America. We're going to do a little weed-free review. Yes, I am in long sleeves. That'll be the theme of today's episode. It is cooling down and peas on the trellis are doing really well. You still have some time to get some lettuce in. For your fall gardens, you still have time to get lettuce in. The fall beets are progressing nicely. If you're going to do kale, I got to get it in now. They have to be hardened off before it frosts. There's always time for radishes. They come up pretty quick. The carrots that we germinated under the burlap, let's see what we get. If you're like Ellen from Massachusetts, from Sisters 3 Farm, you'll be just winding up your season with some excellent tomatoes out of your bucket garden. Now, if you're like Christy from Iowa, who's already been hit by a frost, you might have to go out there and cut down your canna to the ground level to make it through the winter. That is beautiful, Christy. If you're in northern Missouri, you're gonna have to bring your lemons in. Jim, it was touch and go early on. I guess these are gonna have to ripen in the house. They look great. All right, our second planting of the fall crops. Bok choy, just thick. Radishes are doing really well. And we have the bare spot. The slugs ate the cabbage. Oh yeah, and you can never have enough beets. And the next batch of lettuce is already up. Walter was lamenting the end of his garden as he was dining on one of his last cucumbers. Yeah, the cucumbers are done for the season, but look how well they did. The tomatoes, just like mine, got hit with that cold weather, rain, and all that dew. Those leaves, they just can't take that. And now that pepper is awesome. It's gonna last at least to the frost. I can show you how to make it last till next year. Here, come with me. Now, if you remember, these are the replanted peppers after the armadillo went around the edge of the fence and kind of tore them up. What we're gonna do is when it gets a little closer to the frost, we're going to come out here, we're going to dig it up, we're going to trim off the roots just a little bit, we're going to prune it back quite a little bit, we're going to put it in a container and bring it in the house. It'll survive through the winter and it'll have a huge head start for next year. These things live a long time. I know typically we go to the greenhouse and we buy little seedlings or we start them from seeds, and that's great, but they're perennials. Now Bear's early tomato is also showing the late signs of that cold rain. But some of the okra that you planted late and that tomato that you planted late, they look like they're going to be producing right on up to the frost. Great job, Bear. My wife thinks this is going to be another one of those crossbred. I think it's going to be spaghetti squash. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. We'll see if there's enough time to get anything off of this before it frosts. It's sure growing fast. And here's something. Since we're collecting seeds this year, we were letting the pods dry, and there's still some pods there. We've got volunteer radishes right in the row where I haven't mulched deep yet. Jeremy said his raised bed's just about done. He's only got okra going and these honeydews. That's going to be a great treat for this fall. Since we know that there's sweet potatoes in the bucket, it looks like we have a sweet potato in the bucket. I think our next project, maybe this weekend, is at least one of these patches we're going to go ahead and open up and start the sweet potato harvest. We'll see what we get. Now I think Art has a few things left in his raised beds, but he has brought the elephant ears back up close to the house, along with his bananas in Oklahoma and pineapples. The only thing that outdoes his variety of plants is his variety of pots. Now, Art, where'd you get that? I'm gonna have to get me one. I mean the one that looks like a watering can. I've already brought in a couple small cantaloupe. I think this bigger one's gonna be pretty nice. Hit the subscribe button. Please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button. The container herb garden is doing pretty well. The lotuses that came as rhizomes are doing very well. The blushing bride lotuses that we put in the containers the other day are rooting nicely into the clay soil. If you'd like to have your efforts celebrated, leave a comment down below. Or you can message me on Facebook. Or you can click on my website, it will take you straight to the contact page. If you like this video, please subscribe. And until next time, take care of yourself, be safe. God bless you, and I'll see you later. Come on, let's plant. Let's go plant garden.